Hello, everyone. Hi. Hello. It is I, Trooper SJP, and this is the Academic Foxhole. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm back. I missed the Saturday stream because I was in New York City. New York City? Get a rope. Hey, Levi. How are you doing? I appreciate. I've got some things going on, and I don't know what they all are. There, I feel like that's fixed. Hi. How is everyone doing? I have a couple things that I think I should say. You hope my trip was swell. It was good. It was complicated. It was good. It was complicated. Good but complicated? I mean, it wasn't bad. It was good. But I'm going to tell you about my trip. So I went to New York for 6 days. I planned my trip around my streams so that I would miss the smallest number of streams possible, but also not to be in a position of my friend who was letting me stay on his futon. Why you gotta make things so complicated? Frustrated. Promise me never gonna make it faded. I don't know what that even makes sense. But then there was so anyway, Avril Lavigne had her complicated song. Yeah, I could see. So that's right. See, that's the thing, Levi. I was able to stay with a friend, so I didn't have to pay New York City motel costs, so that was really good. And the friend who I was staying with was so kind because, all right, so let me tell you what the trip was about. You're going to think, what do you mean, what was the trip about? Here's what the trip was about. I have never really been to New York City. And by that, I mean, I have been to New York City, but only a handful of times, and also only for this. Basically, there were two reasons why I went to New York City. One, I went to go and play Game of Thrones at sort of regional tournaments, but what that meant was that way early in the morning, I got into a carpool with a bunch of Game of Thrones card game players, and yeah, right. See, hey, Ice Bunny, Levi, you understand, right? So you drive, and then you get to the store where you're going to have the tournament. You go into the store, into the basement where you play the cards, and then you play for 8 hours, and then you leave. Well, with the break in between where you go out of the store, down the corner, and get some food, and then you come back. And so I never really considered that. I mean, technically I was in New York City, but really I was in the basement of a game store. I could have been anywhere. So I never really thought of that as like being in New York City. And then I was in New York maybe 3 or 4 times for a conference or giving a talk. But again, you fly in, go to where the conference is, you're at the conference or the talk, and then you probably go and have dinner somewhere, and then you leave again. And so again, like I never really felt like I knew, like I had any kind of sense of New York City as a place. Levi says, I was on my way to a paintball practice game in New Jersey for the Penn State team. Ooh, see, that's exciting. But like, you know how I mean? It's like you don't really know the place. And I was sort of mentioning that because he lives in New York City, and I was mentioning that I don't really know New York. And he's like, well, if you come to New York, I will make sure you get to know New York a little bit. And of course, I didn't do any touristy things. I mean, I suppose that what I did was touristy things, but I didn't travel to the name insert place here. But he was in Brooklyn, and so I took the subway in from Brooklyn to Manhattan, so I got to learn the subway a little bit. And what I did was I went and I saw 3 shows. One I got tickets for ahead of time because I wanted to make sure I got tickets for it. But the other 2 we just did student rush. So like we would get there early in the morning, like they would do the rush at 10 in the morning. So you get there ahead of time, and then you just try to get rush tickets cheap because Broadway shows are really expensive, but you can get them for like $35-$40 if you do rush. Hello, Krillin. I have things to do tonight, so please don't stream until 9:30 again. Okay, that's fair. Also, because I probably should eat food in between the 9 and the 10. I'm just saying, I probably should. Yeah, so you can get Broadway tickets for like $35-$40, but only if you do the rush. Otherwise, they're like $200 or something crazy like that. So we did rush. And by the way, I also did a lot of work on my syllabus, which I finished. I have 2 syllabi that I have to write before the semester starts, which is on the 15th. So in a week. Yeah. In a little bit less than a week? In a week. Yeah, they're usually several hundred, like, 200 plus dollars for a ticket. But you can get them for like 40. And so that was really great. So we went in, and both the shows I saw from Rush was standing room only. So I did standing room only for 2 shows. But it was very cool. So like being in there, and then I did work on my syllabus. I got one of my syllabus done. I have like few more tweaks to do, but basically it's done. So I feel really good about that. I still have one more syllabus to do, but I will get that done before the semester starts. Clearly. It was really good, right? It was I saw Oklahoma, West Side Story, and Porgy and Bess, was at the Metropolitan Opera. And Oklahoma is my least favorite musical, and I loved it. I don't like Oklahoma. I don't like Oklahoma or The King and I, or really any of those sort of like 1950s musicals. 40s, 50s, and that one is actually from like 47, I think, anyway. But I don't generally tend to like sort of the golden age musicals from the 40s and 50s because they're so regressive. Like Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, all that stuff, I'm just not excited about it. They're not for me. Like, they're usually like, they're just all this stuff, and they're usually they've got really bad politics, I find. And so I don't tend to like them. And I also don't tend to like the music that much. I don't find them very challenging or interesting. I tend to like musicals that are earlier, from like the 20s and 30s, or later from the 60s, 70s, or onward. So it's that kind of like 40s, 50s to early 60s sort of block that I don't tend to be that excited about. Although I know Krellin really likes Jesus Christ Superstar, but like Jesus Christ Superstar is from that era that I'm beginning to like it, because then people are doing kind of interesting things, and Jesus Christ Superstar does interesting things, right? So I'm much more positively inclined towards Jesus Christ Superstar than I am to like Damn Yankees, right? So I was like, well, and my friend was like, you have to see this Oklahoma, it's really, really good. And I was like, okay. So we got rush tickets. I went, and it was really, really good. It was nothing that I would have expected. They also changed the orchestration. So rather than the big sort of music, like, golden age musical, huge orchestra, right? They actually had sort of like a small combo. They had like, it was sort of like a bluegrass band. They had upright bass, double bass, banjo. There was a banjo player, there was a fiddle player, there was an upright bass player, there was a cello player, there was a guy that was on both guitar but also pedal lap steel, and there was another guy who was on keyboard. So it was like this little small combo, and they had and the banjo player was good. I was like, all right, banjo player. And it was, and the singing was not in that kind of classic mid 50s Hollywood musical singing. They kind of sang it like country music, right? They sang it like with a bit of a twang. It kind of felt like a cross between like the Bakersfield sound and Patsy Cline. It was very, very cool, and it was dark. It was dark and creepy, and like, I was like disturbed. It was very cool. I was like, I'm disturbed. If you disturb me in a good way, I'm all about it. So I loved it. And then I saw West Side Story, which is a musical that I like, because even though it's from the 50s, I feel like it's a bit more gritty and interesting. They show Dance of the Vampires at the New Year's Eve theater. Oh yeah, Tanz der Vampire. That's by Tanz der Vampire is by Jim Steinman, the same guy that produced Meatloaf, and also Bonnie Tyler's album Faster Than the Speed of Night. I actually have the soundtrack for that, but I haven't been able to listen to it. Yeah. So Oklahoma was disturbing in a good way. It was really good, because I was like, oh no, like there's so much creepiness here, but like I loved it. I thought it was great. I really enjoyed the creepiness because like it knew it was being creepy, and what was so cool by the way, about the musical Oklahoma, is they didn't change any of the words of the play. I don't know if, I think they probably weren't allowed to change any of the words, so they didn't change any of the words. They just said them differently, and all of a sudden, it went from being like, "Oh, it's so great," to being like, "Oh, this is so creepy." Yeah. And Kron's like, "Yeah, that's the one that should be creepy." And it was super creepy, and it was really good. I know the music in German. It will be off to hear it in Danish. Oh. Yeah. So it was the Oklahoma was really good. The West Side Story, but of course, let me rewind. The Oklahoma probably, yeah, the main plot is about a rapist. Yeah, but a lot of times people don't, they're like, oh, it's romantic. I don't know what they're doing. Do you know what I mean? Like, so, but this one was really great because you're like, oh, I'm really disturbed. Really good. It was really, really good. Kron, I think you would have liked it. And then West Side Story. Oh, Oklahoma, it was really good, but it's closing because it didn't stay on Broadway very long because a lot of Broadway audiences who want to go see Oklahoma want to see a traditional Oklahoma, not one that's going to disturb you and that has blood. So, right? I mean, but this one, there was like blood, there was creepiness. Yeah, it was really good. It's good. And then West Side Story was also trying to do something new and interesting, and I actually liked a lot of what they did for West Side Story. I thought the visuals was really good. I liked the casting. I liked the set design. I think the choreography could have been a little bit newer, a little bit more interesting, but it was not bad, and the dancers were good. For me, the thing... Yeah, people's viewing, Javai says, people viewing something very obviously not a romance story is a romance story, always fun. Oh, yes, Javai. Carlin says, the only musical I've ever seen and not liked was Ain't Misbehavin', and it might have been because our local light opera wasn't a good fit for it. Oh, Carlin. Oh, Carlin. I got to see Chicago in Germany at the local opera theater, and it was bad. Not because I don't like Chicago, but because those opera singers were not the people who should have been singing Chicago, is all I'm saying. I guess I sort of didn't like Godspell either, but I was 15, so maybe I didn't get it. Will I be streaming on the 18th or not? It should be on my calendar. I have a calendar on my page that says when my stream dates are. Not now. Let me see. Can I go to open link in new tab? I'm looking for my channel. Give me a second. Channel. On my channel, you scroll down to schedule. On the 18th, it says that I am indeed streaming. It's like it's right there. And then on the 19th will be Cthulhu Confidential. There is one thing that is not on my schedule that will have to be added to my schedule. Hello, Polished Cryptid. How are you? I'm actually going to be playing in a game on the Scraticus channel on the 25th, and that is not on my schedule, but I will update it to make sure. I'm going to do a little bit of updates there, but yes. They had one black performer. Ain't Misbehaving probably wasn't a good plan. Yeah, we actually walked out. Ooh. Happy birthday for you, Ice Bunny. That's exciting. I'm just taking a note. Just taking a note. But this was the only problem that I found. I have to mark essays today. Oh, Polished Cryptid. Oh. You have to mark essays. I want you to know that I feel you completely. I know what you're going through, and I want you to know I raise a glass of water to you because that is... I felt like the West Side Story, I don't think that the Bernstein Estate allowed them to do any changes with the music, which was a bit of a bummer because it was a pretty modern production, but the music was not modernized, because I don't think they were allowed to, and I just had wished that the West Side Story had been able to do, something a little bit more fresh with the music. I mean, I'm not saying like rewrite the songs, but I'm saying they could have changed the instrumentation a little bit, and then that would have been very cool. But it was a good show. It's all business students in their only course in my field, so it's a bit weird. Oh, Polished Cryptid, what's your field? What's your field? I want to see a West Side Story that uses songs more like from that tribute album. Like, oh yeah, that would be cool. Like, I just think there's a lot you could do, right, with West Side Story to make it. If you're going to modernize it, I just would have liked them to have gone a little bit further. But I also know that was probably not their fault. They probably were not allowed to. Oh, the rap with Dear Officer Krupke would have Krellin. The rap of Dear Officer Krupke would have gone so well in this production, but I don't think they were allowed, which is a real bummer because I think it would have made the show even better. But I think at the moment it's still a little bit too radical for the audience, so I don't know how well it will do. So I'm a little worried about it. Government and IR, I'm mainly on the policy and political communication side. Polished Cryptid, how cool are you? That's awesome. I have a friend of mine who is part of my cohort, and he's a political philosopher. He's in our political science department. He does political philosophy. He's into like Hume, I think. And so like, anyway, I'm like very positively disposed, but it's always a bummer when people who do not think your field is yet useful to them are taking your class and are very resistant, and they're not like, well, what am I going to learn from this? And then the last show I saw was Porgy and Bess. I did my honors thesis on censorship and regulation of video games, which raised a few eyebrows. Ooh, Polished Cryptid. That's really interesting. I know that like different countries have different sort of ideas of what you can and cannot put in video games, and how that plays out, like how things get localized differently. Ooh. Be right, UK. What? Great Escape. Thank you so much for those bits. Oh my gosh. Krellin says, West Side Story is 63 years old. They should be able to reimagine it freely. Shakes fist at Disney. Krellin, if you don't mind, if you could just move over to the side a little bit, because I'm going to stand right next to you, and also shake my fist. Like, come on. Do you know what I mean? Come on. Please. Let's do some reimagining. That would be... come on. Let's make this stuff fresh, for heaven's sakes. Too long didn't read from that. Our Constitution and lack of a Bill of Rights allows Australia to swing the banhammer a lot. Oh, ooh, Polished Cryptid. That's right. You're in Australia. Didn't you have another problem over in Australia that you basically didn't have a middle regulation? Like we have G for kids, PG for older kids, PG-13 for, you know, people 13 and over, and then R for adults. Or for us, it's E for everyone, T for teen, and then M for mature. But like, it wasn't like the last. I remember this was an issue around, the time of maybe LA Noire, that you basically didn't have the equivalent of the T for teen, so things either had to be for everyone. Like there was like a lot of weird censorship stuff I thought was like a thing. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, you didn't have that 18 plus adult ratings. Yeah, so there was like some kind of weirdness about not having the ratings that would allow you to have more nuance. My Light Opera also did Porgy and Bess, but they found a second black person for that performance. Oh my goodness, Porgy and Bess. I felt that way. First day of a geology class until the professor started telling us about how she was involved with writing software being used by the U.S. geological folks and the DoD to instantly and automatically determine if that really was an earthquake or North Korea doing underground nuclear testing. That's amazing. Be right. I'm going to sing your song, but I want to finish this thought. So the Porgy and Bess, I didn't like it at all. In their defense, we have more natives than blacks here. Yeah, I will tell you, I really didn't like the Porgy and Bess. I was really disappointed and very upset. It upset me quite a lot. I was like, this is awful. Like, this is terrible. Because, so they had an all-black cast, and that made them progressive because it was Metropolitan Opera, and they never have black people on the stage. Or like, they were like having some exhibit where they were like celebrating all the black people they had on stage for the last like 80 years, and it was like 5 people. So anyways, like here they have like, they had a full black cast, like, woo, yes, they did, Krellin. They leaned into the stereotypes. The director wanted to do like an authentic production, the way that Gershwin would have done it in the 30s, and that was a bad idea. They did not update it at all. They totally leaned into the stereotypes. It was super sexist. Like, and the performers were really good. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was like, oh, you performers are all really talented. But like, oh, the direction was so regressive. And I thought, if you're going to do Porgy and Bess, do something with it. Do you know what I mean? You can't just reproduce some 1930s music opera that is like super sketch. Like, you gotta do something to make it, to update it, and they didn't update it at all, and that was a real problem, I thought. I have to admit, I felt super white while seeing Porgy. I mean, I would hope, Krellin, that you felt uncomfortable, because if you just do it the way it was done, it's just super uncomfortable. I felt uncomfortable. I was like, why is this happening right now? Why is this happening? And I just wish they would have, and everybody was so happy. They're like, oh, it's so classic. And I was like, no, this is gross. And I just wish that they would have updated it. And like, you can update it in many different ways. I'm not saying it has to be set in 2019. I mean you just can't, ugh. And they didn't update it at all, and it was very disappointing. Is You Ain't My Baby really needs updating, and they didn't update it. And yeah, this is what I mean. I Loves You Poor, like, they didn't update anything, and I was like, oh gosh, like, this is not good, you know? I was like, wow, this is like a bunch of 1930s stereotypes about black people and women, and you know. And so I was very disappointed that they didn't do anything to try to update it. But the performers were really good. I just felt really badly that the director had no vision. It's like Shakespeare. Like, if you're gonna do it, try to say something new. I'm all for blind casting, except when race is a factor in the story character. Like, the color purple would not make sense with a white cast, for example. Oh, totally. Although I could imagine, I think they did. There was a version of Othello that somebody did where everybody was black except for Othello, who was white, so they kind of just reversed it to sort of do a thing. And I heard good things about the production. I just hadn't seen it, but that sounds interesting to me. Oh, actually, hold on. I think Patrick Stewart was Othello. I think it was an all-black cast for everybody else, and then Patrick Stewart was Othello. I think it was a couple decades ago. So that was interesting, and I mean, I would see that, but I do, yeah. Like, I think Patrick Stewart was, and it must have been the 70s, maybe, could have been the 80s, but like, you know, it was probably the 70s. Yeah, so that's like, I would have totally have seen that. I would have been like, oh, that sounds interesting. I'll see that. But especially, you know, knowing Sir Stewart, it sounds like everyone else is black would be the sort of thing he'd be the writer in his contract. Yeah, right. Like, that's interesting. I would have been really interested in that, because that sounds, you know, like, oh, because basically, here's what I'm going to say. We've been doing these things forever and ever and ever and ever. So if you're going to do it again, do something new, right? Do something interesting. And then if you do that, then I'll be like, oh, all right, I'll check it out. Hamilton, for me, the problem with Hamilton is that it's only revolutionary because they're rapping and it's a diverse cast, but the story itself is pretty conservative. Like, they even at one point in time talk about how, like, poor people and immigrants just have to lift themselves up by their bootstraps, and I was not impressed by that. Everybody loves Hamilton, they're all into it, but I feel like it is fundamentally a pretty conservative musical. It just on the surface looks progressive and new, but I actually don't think it is. So that's very disappointing. And it kind of bugs me that everyone's like, oh, it's the best thing in the universe. And I was like, it's really not that forward thinking. It's kind of not. So I would have preferred, I mean, like, it's fine. Do you know what I mean? Like, the performers were all very good. The music is well done, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like, it's not a bad musical. I just don't think it's as progressive as everyone says it is. The music is catchy. What about the upcoming The Nanny musical made by Rachel Bloom and Fran Drescher? Ooh, I'm interested. Like, so here's the thing. I'm interested in new stuff or redoing old stuff in new ways. Like, I like it when people take risks, right? Like, I like it when people take risks and do something different. And like, I think that's very cool. The most progressive thing about Hamilton is giving Angelica more agency than she had in real life, which is why Angelica's stunts are my favorite parts. Krellin, I agree with you as well, actually. That is a point where we are 100% in agreement. I think that her songs are some of the best parts of Hamilton and is actually a lot more interesting. Yeah, like, there are parts of it that I think are really cool and I don't dislike it. I just think that it's not the revolutionary thing that people think that it is. They're like, oh, it's so revolutionary. And I was like, I mean, in some ways it is, but in some ways it's also not, you know? Angelica's also the best part of Rugrats. Also, Angelica Houston is the best part of the Grifters. And, I mean, Angelica Houston's pretty much the best part of lots of things she's in, so maybe it's just Angelica's. maybe it's intrinsic to Angelica-ness. It popularized the rap musical thing, which means we might get more daring things down the line. Because, yeah, and that I'm actually really excited about. I appreciate Hamilton for bringing in a lot more people into musical theater, which means we can get more things on the stage that I think would be interesting and new. So I'm looking forward to seeing what will happen in the future, because I do like a good musical. Krellin, you would have really liked this Oklahoma. You really would have. I'm just telling you, you would have liked it a lot. And that's all. I'm a bit sad that Denmark is a musical desert compared to Germany. Well, I mean, here's the thing. The musical's basically from the United States, right? It's an American genre. Operetta, opera, those are European genres. And so they've got to be imported back into Europe. And England sort of took to them really well, and Germany was interested in them. But it's, you know, it takes a bit of time for genres to sort of move into other countries. Yes, they did make Surrey with the Fringe on Top creepy. They did. It was because Curly himself was actually kind of creepy. He was like a bit of a player in this sort of like slightly aggressive way, and you're kind of like, I don't you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know about you, Curly. So that was very good. And you've got like Laurie, who's stuck between Curly, who's like this cocky, sort of creepy dude, and then Judd, who's super creepy. And she's like, I don't really like any of you. And I don't, you know what I mean? Like, how do I be a woman in Oklahoma in this moment where I can't not get married to somebody, but I'm not excited about any of the situation that I find myself in. And it was really good. It was really good. Oh, Krellin, the ending. So I'm going to share my ending part, what they do in the ending, because the musical's very old. How do you pick between an asshole that wants to control you and an asshole that wants to own you? Yeah, like, how do you pick between those things? And in the end, at the end, you know, when in most stagings, Judd's at the wedding and he threatens him with a knife, and then he falls on his own knife and he sort of accidentally kills himself, right? And everyone's like, oh, well, we're not going to put you in jail on your wedding night because you didn't do anything. Oh, and self-defense, woo, right, like that. In this one, Judd gives Curly a gun for their wedding present, and Curly just straight up shoots him. Because Judd is, he's not exactly a rapist in this one. He's just more like, there's a lot going on with Judd. There's a lot going on with Judd. There's a lot. Anyway, Curly just straight up shoots him right in front of everybody, and there's blood everywhere, and yeah, right, no, yeah. Thank you, Krellin. Like, Judd in this one is really an outsider, and really they sort of talk about him being basically sort of a closeted gay, like not out to himself, and his sort of chasing of Laurie's about like trying to be straight in some kind of a way, but failing at it, and clearly being sort of seen as different in these ways. And like when Curly goes in to do the whole like Judd Fry is dead, it's super creepy because like Curly's like, hey, you should basically kill yourself. You should murder yourself. And it's like, ooh, so awkward. Like, and Curly comes off as so horrible, just trying to convince Judd to kill himself. And Judd is like sort of vulnerable in this moment. And at the very end, right, Judd is this outsider, and like Judd gives Curly the gun, and Curly just kills him right in front of everybody. And like it was not self-defense, it was just straight up murder. And then the marshal is played by a black guy, and the marshal's like, hey, we gotta like go to court. We've got to do this. I think this is like not like, and like the rest of the people in that group who are all white are like, no, it's fine. We don't want to hear about you being a marshal. It was just self-defense that he just killed this man in cold blood. It was this really creepy thing where you're like, oh yeah, at this point in time, if they liked you and they didn't like the person you killed, you could just get away with murdering people. And it was just this, it was like they did it as a real kangaroo court that felt really uncomfortable. And it was really good. It was really, really good. It was so creepy. And like Lori is like in shock, right? Like she's like, what just happened? Like she's horrified. And everyone's like, and then everybody's like, oh, Oklahoma, like, isn't it so great? Where like the body's on the ground and they've got blood on them and everybody else is having a great time and Lori's like freaking out. So well done. It was so good. It was so good. Yeah, and now she's gonna marry this murderer that she didn't even really want to in the first place, but she's like, oh well, okay. So it was like it was really good. It was really, really good. It was good. I was very impressed. And they had such a good cast, and they really they had people of different size. The woman who played Adu Annie was in a wheelchair, and they didn't make a big deal out of it. Like it was just a really great, diverse cast, and I was really happy. What is my favorite musical? Purely because I need to see The Watchmen. PH. That is something I really, really need to do. So Polished Cryptid, I never really separate the music from the staging. Like I have a really hard separating those two. So I don't think I could say which one is my favorite based purely on the music, but my favorite musical is Sweeney Todd. Sweeney Todd I love because, you know, who doesn't love cannibalism, right? It's just got a little cannibalism in it, and who doesn't love that? I mean, hey, Kulan, how are you? Cryptid, I love Sweeney Todd. It's just so, one of the things I love about it is that, the soprano and tenor, ingenue and like golden-haired boy, Joanna and the sailor, who are like the leads in most of these musicals, but are often usually really quite insipid. They're not the leads in this musical, and things don't work out so well for them because, you know, but like it's so good. Who doesn't love cannibalism? Trooper, I have a Twitter person you need to know. Is this person named Donner? My favorite musical is Maricel. Oh, I don't know that one. Yeah, I love Sweeney Todd. That should be a quote. We should add that quote. We're gonna add that quote. So I should tell you, her name is Mumbles, and she also loves cannibalism. I'm gonna add this quote, by the way, because this is a thing we learned, and I like it. And quote: who doesn't love cannibalism? I think this might be our first quote of 2020. You know, I feel like there should be a lot of cannibalism. Let me see. Yeah, so it was like I just added it. I just added it. Whatever. I learned that plumbing makes you angry and that redrawing a room twice in 1 week makes you a dick to be around. I feel like there is a search. PH says, Polished Cryptid says, I've made progress. I've opened the windows I need for marking. Oh. Ooh. We'll have to go and make some changes. I'll have to go through and find it. So I believe. See, there is a search function, sort of. It's a Catalan musical. It was the first to be in Catalan after the death of Franco. Oh, come on, that's so cool. Let's see. Quote: death. That's. We have a giveaway today, and I totally forgot what it's called. It's called Sniper Elite 3, which is a multiplayer stealth game. What about quote, flowers. Nah. Quote, wine? No. Learned wine? Nah. I think it's only searching for... Well, I don't even know what it searches for. That's strange for me. Also somehow ended up making a race of battle ferrets. Battle ferrets, that sounds amazing. And there's going to be Critical Role tonight, so I'll be hosting Critical Role. Oh, wait, you can quote love. Zombies don't just love you for your body, they love you for your brains. I like that one. I think that one's good. I like that one. And Baragarwan! How are you? Welcome in, buddy. See your squishy, delicious brains. Right. This week, I will not be streaming on a Friday this week because I've got to get ready for class, but I will be streaming on Saturday The Outer Worlds. And so like this is a regular week. I've got to update the little graphic, but this is the regular week for streaming. But next week, I do need to, so we're not streaming tomorrow, Friday. I've got to take that off the calendar. But next week, we'll be streaming on the 16th, which is a Thursday. You know, let's see. We might stream on the 17th, which is a Friday for Fate prep stuff. Maybe. We'll see. And then on the 19th, Saturday, the 18th, will be The Outer Worlds. Sunday, the 19th, will be Cthulhu Confidential. So that's happening next week. We've got an RPG next week, which I am very excited about. I wanted to tell you that I've put out my call for I put out some feelers for my players and for the French Resistance game, and I'm waiting to hear back from one person, and then we've got to go and actually do scheduling. But once I hear back from one person, goal is to start mid to late February. So if all goes well, we will have the French Resistance mid to late February. Do any of them speak French? It's a good question. I don't know. Iceman says, now I can't remember the dude who sang Zonda Sub nach Pankov, but they made a musical about his life. Oh, I know, right? So we're looking at, it's so soon, and I've talked to Frithiel and Lizard Eats Flies. I've got to email them back now that I'm back from New York. Just like check in with them. I've got to sort of figure out the last, just waiting on word for the last cast member. If they don't, they will have successfully, PH, I want you to know that I see what you did there, and I want you to know that you are a pun master, and don't think I don't see it. What else did I want to tell you? I feel like I'm missing things. It's been so long since I've seen you. I mean, it's only been a week. I only missed one stream, but I still feel like I've missed you. I was doing a little bit of reading in the Achtung Cthulhu book, and I'm pretty excited. I mean, I didn't do a lot, but did you know that women could not vote in France during World War II? They did not yet have suffrage. How is that for like sketchiness? Which I feel like we can do some interesting things with that. So I've got more research to do, but Coulon just reminded me because he gave me a dang it, our new emotes are not up yet. However, Be Right, before we start, Be Right donated some bits, a bit back, and do not think that I forgot, because I didn't. And so Be Right, in your honor, I will sing We're in the Money, as sung by Ginger Rogers in Pig Latin from the film Gold Diggers of 1933. And, Udo Lindenberg, yeah, Udo Lindenberg. It's very popular. He was also in a couple of films I'm thinking of. But, all right. Airway in Hey, the anime. Earway and hey, the anime. Iwe at gele out way of way at way at wakes to ute at gele young way. Earway and hey, the anime. They ice skates are on say. Oh man, the ashen pray, ooh yare, ooh, there you stay unway on rail. Ewe every eat way at leansley, of way at bransley, ooh, te day. And when we see the anley or ukle at the eye gate in the eye, we're in the money, we're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. We're even distracted from the songs, but I remembered. Ooh, donated a bit, so here's a bit back. Wait, are you? Oh. All right, so they're hanging out with my alerts. So here's, what we're gonna do. We're gonna play. Remember, once I get into this, I will not be able to touch my. I'm not gonna be able to touch the. Once Obra Dinn starts, which we're gonna do right now, because once Obra Dinn starts, which we're gonna do right now, two things. One, I will not be able to tell what time it is, and I also will not be able to touch my keyboard. I mean, I can touch it, but I won't do anything because this does not let me. I never asked for this. My funding bit is going through sifting. Ooh, Kulan, good luck. I hope, what is happening here? Oh, I know where we are. Kulan, you're in the UK. May I ask you a question? In the US, I guess they would consider him national. Yes, people, they do love Udo Lindenberg in Germany. So here's my question for you. Party time! Okay, I want to know if I can sing it in a way that matches the vibe of the sound we're hearing right now, which is kind of creepy. Earway and hey, the anime. Earway and hey, the anime. Earway at gay lot, we have what way it wakes te utet gay long way oh. Earway and hey, the anime. Either ice skates or any say. Old me and the ashen pray u yare u thre u aste unway on reo. Iwe everny idre adley ansley. Away adbre ansley. Ute day. And when we see Ide anley ordley. Iwe ukle at the Ige idre in the Ide Ide. We're in the money. We're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get long. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. You. For your resistance committee, you heard of? Oh, I have. Be right. I have Noria Khan. I have heard of her. Oh, I didn't know she was in Doctor Who. Oh, that's interesting. I'm a little bit obsessed with World War II resistance heroines, and so like Violette Sabo, Noria Khan, like all of these amazing women, Brigitte Friang. I've got a bunch of like interviews, and so like I'm a bit obsessed with them. I'm not obsessed with them, but like I've read a lot about them. I didn't know that because I've not seen the most current season of Doctor Who because I'm the worst. But this is very exciting. Good night, PH. Thank you for the good lucks. Levi says I brought Madness back from New York City, and that is really also I need to watch that episode. Who's the doctor in that season? Oh wait, hold on. If it's season 12? Jodie Whittaker. Oh, cool. I haven't seen her season yet. I also haven't seen the Doctor right before her. What's his face? Because I am, I think, objectively the worst person in the universe. I mean, I'm not. I'm actually fine. I'm totally an okay person. I don't know what I'm doing right now, so we're gonna just go here. Capaldi, thank you, Polished Cryptid. Question. Wait, what was my question? Did I had a wait? What? Question? Squirrel. What? I don't. I need to see that episode. Did I have a question? Oh, I did. Yes. Kulan, I did have a question. Thank you. I had a question for you. Yes. Thank you. You reminded me of what it was. Thank you, Kulan. Okay. So, in the United States, when we have a, Krellin ate the question, it was super delicious. We want to wish someone good luck, the gesture that we use, and actually, Polished Cryptid, you can answer this as well for you. Be right and Kulan, you're both in the UK, so, right? So, and actually, Ice Bunny, you can also answer. So if we want to sort of say, ooh, you know, good luck, we cross our fingers in the United States. We're like, ooh, good luck, right? Cross their fingers. But I know in Germany, they do not cross their fingers. They press their thumbs. They drück die Daumen. So like in Germany, if you want to wish someone good luck, you press your thumbs for them. But in the US, you cross your fingers. And I have no idea what they do in other countries for like a good luck gesture. So for those people who are neither in Germany nor in the United States, what do you do what is your good luck gesture? I am curious. That is. Oh, Polished Cryptid, fingers crossed? Okay. Mm-hmm. Is it also fingers crossed in the UK? Oh, there's a giant spider there. I think I need to... You cross your fingers. So, okay. PH is not here anymore, so he can't say. What about Ice Bunny? What about in Denmark? What do you all do? I think I got everybody in the bitter cold. So Scandinavia is the thumb thing? Because I know Germany is the thumb thing. But I don't know about the rest of the universe. We say... Kreise Fingernail. So in Denmark, you also cross fingers. Is Germany the only place that presses thumbs for each other? Because that's weird. That's weird. So I feel like we do not have everybody, but... I think, you know what we should do? I think we should maybe just wander about a little bit. And, oh no, here, in the escape, there are people that we don't know what happened to them. I think there's some bodies we didn't find in the escape. So maybe we should look for them? Maybe, oh, those people might be people who escaped, though, rather than dead. Although I don't know if 4 people escaped. I don't know. You know what we're gonna do? This is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna wander around. I just feel like we're gonna get into the bottom of the ships. Because I feel like there are things we didn't see. Maybe I'm wrong, and we've seen everything, but there's a lot of people who didn't seem to be doing well. I know Swedes hold their thumbs. Germans press their thumbs. I always say I cross all I can find and cross eyes, legs, arms, and fingers. What do you feel with these ship sounds? So what I want to do right now is just get to a new space. I think we've oh, you know what I was thinking last time? There was Oh, hello. The butcher. Right? There's a butcher that I think we might be able to identify? Perhaps? Also, I don't know if we actually went through this whole area. I think they also cross things. Hey, there are, flies here. So I feel like if there are flies, there's a body? Oh, something bad happened. Something bad is always happening. Oh, it looks like maybe somebody got crushed by barrels? Did you hear the apocryphal story of why we put two fingers off to invoke? Oh. Yeah. This was like, this is like the UK thing, right? This is your, like, cutting the fingers off of the English archers, the longbowmen. Oh, that actually isn't true? Interesting. Esteni, this game is so excellent. Hi, Esteni. Something bad is happening in a game where you have to figure out how everyone died? Nah. Victory. Krellin, victory. Wait, I wasn't... I wasn't ready to have that conversation. Loose cargo. Oh, see, it's just, Esteni, I just feel like bad things are happening all the time on this ship, and I don't mean to be rude. I just feel like the corpse was moved post-mortem. Unidentified stowaway, expecting free passage and eventual freedom, was instead crushed inside a falling barrel. Huh. The TOS feels like it absolutely could not be written by an Australian. That is probably true. I hear you Australians are pretty saucy. Although, you know, Polished Cryptid, since you're Australian, I should tell you, I love Olivia Newton-John. A lot. I think she's amazing. Although, I suppose, we don't... Oh, hold on. I have a thought. If there are 12 people present, then we might learn things about who these people could be in some way? Perhaps? Or not. An emergent story you discover, and this is so good. I'm so excited. This is when Tripper learns Australians hate ONJ, right? You know, it's interesting that Olivia Newton-John, ONJ, she's not actually Australian. She was born in the UK, so I think she's technically British, but she grew up in Australia her whole life. This game is a great example of why you should worship sea gods, not because they were good or anything, but because you will otherwise get smote hard. This is true. Sea gods are always a problem, because they are always like, hey, I'm a sea god, and I will ruin your life. Look at this person who's sort of dead. Also, I don't know if I can actually identify their corpse, because they are a stowaway after all, but... Oh, hello. This person right here. Are we feeling good about this dead body? I mean, we're not feeling good about this dead body. Let's not. Okay, so this person is unknown. Well, we know how they died. No, that's not what I want. Yeah. If she's a citizen, she's Australian. Also, she's ONJ. Sacrifices stuff to Umberlee. Where's his head? Yeah, where is his head? Yeah, no one liked Poseidon, but everyone paid homage because boats were, like, super important. Dear Poseidon, here's a pizza. Please don't sink me. This is fair. The Danish crown princess is from Tasmanian. That makes her an Aussie. Oh. Also, Essene, I think you should think about becoming a vengeful sea god, because then you could get... Oh, look, there's his head. So the thing is, this person is crushed by, like, I feel like we can say that about this person, right? Try anyways. No, I don't know who they aren't they a stowaway? Right? I mean, aren't they? No? Heyo, 999 ELB. Vengeful sea gods get all the, like, vengeful sea gods get everything. Loots. I think I'm too nice to be a vengeful sea god, though. He's not in the manifest, so you don't need to ID him. But he is in that picture. Your watch is wiggling. What does that mean? So, Tasmania, we usually conveniently forget that part of the country. But that's where the devils are from. You actually get salty, cold, and seaweedy. Yeah, okay, Levi, this was the wrong ship to stow away from. So we're here. And shaky means there's another body to find. But before I look for it, I just want to see what else is here, because I'm interested. Hello, how are you? Hello, person. It's nice to see you. Oh, I see. Somebody bringing in storage. What about you? Also bringing in storage. Ooh, what's on the pizza? Bacon, tomato, spinach, and green chili with white sauce. That does sound good. Seamen. Right, because the seamen are the ones that work below decks, right? So I feel like this person... Who are you? I feel like that person is probably also an unknown seaman. Because if they're doing the... Because they're not topmen, which means they have to be a seaman. Cone's like, stop saying seaman, it sounds dirty. You know, I don't even know what you're talking about. I am very innocent and have never heard bad words in my life, so... Or... If you don't know you're someone, you gotta be careful. It all sounds very dirty. Oops. This one, right? Oh, I don't think I can say anything about them yet. And it's true, an able seaman. I feel like I should be able to do some... no! Sorry, I was not ready for that. I was not ready. I wanted to identify more people. But I didn't, so that's my bad. I wasn't ready. Hello? Oh, now I'm back in reality, right? I'm about to find the new body. That's what this is? I think we are. This is a super mature grown-up stream where we can say semen and reference the number of 69 with minimal snickering. Why don't you use the word matrosa in English? That's a very good question. We also sometimes say sailor, but I think there's probably an actual difference between a seaman and a sailor. I think a sailor is the general term. Is that right? Hello? What is this? Is that right? I feel like we left too early, but we'll be fine. A sailor's on sailing ships. That's... Oh, I feel like... Oh, hello. Hello, person. Who are you? We know that this is probably also... yeah, see, Levi, I think that's probably correct, right? That I think that a sailor includes topman, seaman, midshipman, and the like. If you got, I got up to third hand, never got around to taking my bosun exam. Ooh. Yeah, well, All right, so this person yes. Right, I know what that means. Yeah, no, stop it. Leave me alone. Book. So, Kulan, tell us about your days as a sailor. So, I feel like that was not a new body. I feel like we've been to that body. So that was weird to me. But that's fine. We're going to continue looking at this area to see what we can see. No, I wasn't ready. I know, right? I should be able to live my life. Oh. Well, apparently we can now do this. Well, that's fine. So this person was crushed by cargo, and we can't say who they are yet, but I think that was some sort of, that might have been a stowaway. Oh, I know, we do need Sal here to tell us about being a sailor. But Kulan, I used to race tall ships and volunteered with the Cyrodian Sailing Trust. We took groups of young people and adults on trips from 2 days to a weekend duration. Oh. Well, I think this person is probably also an unknown seaman, because they're down there for the, you know, we will see about that. So did you ever, Kulan, did you ever take anyone on a 3-hour tour, and did it go poorly? I'm just curious. And I feel like this person is also... Look, I'm just deciding that what I'm going to do is sort of put in, give people some sort of possibilities when we think we can, like, do I have the 100% of the details? No, but I think we've got enough detail that we can, you know, do a little, help us out later. Yeah, Esteni has a really good point. Were you ever trapped on an island with a movie star? These are questions. Kula guns, 3-hour tours. The worst thing, oh, hello. The worst thing that happened to me was I fell from a yard and was upside down in the sail. That was a bit scary. Ooh, that does sound scary. Ooh, everyone knows when your 3-hour tour goes awry, you eventually open a resort on the island. That's fair. By the way, I actually think there were 2 bodies, right? I think there was this one. I actually think we can probably identify that one person was crushed by rigging as one of the seamen, because I think the other person who was the stowaway was not visible. Hey, look, this looks like a body. Let's check it out. Also, I always worried about.
Keep pressure here. Hold him down. What madness is this? 20 years my steward, and never a doubt on your sanity.
Oh.
Explain yourself. Those ungodly beasts carry a curse. Throw them back or doom us all.
Oh, what is that?
And put him in the lazarette with those things.
What?
He may yet find his senses.
What?
All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think.
Wait.
The rest of his leg.
Wait. Okay, all of that sounds really bad. All of that sounds really, really, really bad. I'm just, oh. I've also seen someone turn green from seasickness. It was like sitting against, oh, like fully for real green? Creepy. You should worry about Marianne, who went from being the rest to being a singular person. What happened to everyone else? That's a good question. Maybe she killed them? So it looks to me like there's some badness going on here. Like, real badness going on here. And I am very concerned. I'm very concerned. Like, having tried to find if there's a difference between sailor and seaman, it seems like there's a technical difference originally, but it's kind of disappeared from, it seems like. But from what I gathered, sailors are the lower ranks that do what they are told without really knowing how the ship works and how to do everything, while seamen are supposed to know how it all works, and this includes the higher ups in the ships. Oh! Maybe Marianne did like cannibalism. It is tasty. So, okay, so here's the thing. This sounds like that is the steward, right? So here we have, keep pressure here, hold him down, what madness is this? 20 years my steward and never a doubt on your sanity, explain yourself. Those ungodly beasts carry a curse, throw them back or doom us all. Tie him up and put him in the lazarette with those things, he may yet find his senses. Come on. Eradara, you fools. All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think. Where's the rest of his leg? So, hold on. How do we interpret this? How do we interpret this? Keep pressure here. There's a person who's injured. Hold him down. What madness is this? That's the captain speaking. 20 years my steward and never a doubt on your sanity. Explain yourself. Those ungodly beasts carry a curse. Throw them back or doom us all. Yes, I think you're right, Javai. So I think the person with the... oh, it's Swedish. Oh, Javai, thank you. Since I fully solved this, I can't really comment. That's fair. So there are some things I need to work out, right? So we need to know who this person is. But... let's go back to, no. The crew. So the ship's steward... yeah, right, we've got a surgeon, a steward, and a captain. And we have, let's see. The surgeon is from England. We don't know how he died yet. The captain is also from England, Robert. The surgeon is Henry. There is a fourth mate named John. We should pay attention to that. We're looking for any other Johns and also a steward. The ship steward is... the ship steward is Zuni Sathi from India. No, the captain steward is Philip Dahl from Sweden. So this is... Philip Dahl must be the captain steward. Yes, right? So we have Philip Dahl, who's from Sweden, who's the captain steward. So Philip Dahl is in there. We also have... oh, that's cool, Javai. I appreciate that. But now the question is, do we have any other Johns? We have a John Naples, who's a seaman from Wales. So we have a John Naples, who's a seaman from Wales. And we have... so this is going to be difficult because we don't... and we have a John Davies, who's the fourth mate from England. Yes. So what I want to do is... oh. So let's see. Who's present? Him. Oh. Wait. This person, ES, the sketching person is here? This person is here. I think this is our... no. We have a bunch of people in here. The bosun, first mate, captain, third mate, surgeon, Henry Evans. All right. But you should be able to differentiate between a seaman and an officer probably by their clothes. So let's see. All right, let's see what we can find out in this location, shall we? All right, so we have this person who does not look like an officer at all, Right. We have this person who is... Oop, hey. This is a person that is spiked. We know that. We have... This should be our doctor. Our Dr. Henry Evans. We have this person... Nope. I want to figure out who this is right here. Come here. Talk to me. If he's not an officer, he's obviously a gentleman. Those are the only two categories. This is true. Okay, so this person is dancing with one of the ladies. Here we have the captain. Yup. Oh, what is this here, though? There are a bunch of people in this scene causing some trouble. You're biting your tongue. This is our bosun. Okay. So, what about you? Uh-huh. I know things and I want to point out clues. I think we'll figure it. We'll get there. So these are people dancing in the space. Hold on. I want to finish looking at everybody. Who are you? Okay. This is our first mate. All right. So he is... Okay, hold on a second. So now we're having... Now this is the person who's going to be dragged off. We've got this trouble. I want to give a quick look around here before we go any further. Mm-hmm. Who are you? All right. So, I trust you all. I know you get it, but there's the urge. Oh, it might take me a bit. I want to hear the scene again is what I want to do. I want to hear it again. If I press this, will I hear it again? No, I want to hear the scene again. No, I don't want to go up there. I'm still, no. I don't want to go up there. You know when you don't want to go up there? Oh, wow. Well, there are people up here. There seemed to be some sort of drama. A stretcher. I wasn't done with downstairs. Okay, well, I want to get back, because I want to hear their voices again. I want to hear their accents. Do you know what I mean? Well, I think that's a leg. Basically, I wasn't done. I wanted to hear their accents, the people speaking, so I could work on recognizing them and figure out, like, what do we have here? So we're going to have to come back down here. Hello, strange ghost trail. I like how this ghost trail takes me on this sort of funky... Cold Medina, funky roundabout. So, like, I want to get... Yeah. Oh. So this person... So there's a bunch of people here, and nobody's having a good time. That looks like an officer. Is that our cook? Meat? People, they're like such butter. Oh, hi. That looks super awkward, my friends. I'm just gonna note that. Okay. I heard we're supposed to forget LL Cool J this year, but that is true. Ladies do love Cool James. Yeah, I think we found our cause of death. I think it was heartbreak, sorrow. Now I know why we were so unlucky. It was considered to be bad luck to have women on the ship. I always have the impression sea folks are very superstitious. Well, they are superstitious, but I think it might have had something to do with the big Cthulhu. I also think that this is our cook. I think we saw him before, and I really think that's our cook. I'm just saying. Because... I mean, hello, how are you? Unholy captives. Who is this? Oh, that's a very good question. We'll have to check. Because this is the more of the butcher type. This person was... I feel like crushed is the way to go, but just in case... Yeah, we're going to go with crushed by cargo. Yes. We has a mystic fish that predicted the weather. Never failed, but one day the sea reclaimed it. We never had good weather again. Crushed by venison is good, right? Like, but now this is a person who was crushed by venison. Others were present. We will get there. So you, my friend, were crushed by... Oh, I remember what we were going to do. We were going to look at the cargo manifest. Venison, sure. So we've got our first mate, second mate, third mate, fourth mate, bosun, bosun's mate, surgeon, surgeon's mate, carpenter, carpenter mate, cook and butcher. So we have both a cook and a butcher. And this guy, Emil O'Farrell, he really looks to me like he's the what do you call it? He looks to me like the butcher for reals. Who are you? I think we looked at you. Did we look at you? Huh. Is this how you fell? Did you fall and break your leg in some terrible way? Yeah, we do know what gender Carl Cthulhu is seeing him herself. Read that as if it's... is it read by... Oh. See, all these feel like... These are probably... See, like... Okay. So, Wonder Years. Now, what are you doing here? Are you the carpenter? And carpenter's mate? So, okay, look. This is the carpentry shop, right? And we have two people here. I feel like these two... Like, look, I feel like these two are the carpenter. Sorry, not the Wonder Years. Princess Bride. I feel like this is our carpenter and carpenter's mate. But the question is, which one is which? Let's look at our manifest. I really feel like... And also, why are we shaking? I feel like... Look, I really feel like we can find more information. Carpenter and carpenter's mate, they're both from America. Winston Smith and Marcus Gibbs. So that is not useful. But apparently we're able to identify them. But I don't know which one is which. But I do know that they're one of the two. Yeah, there's always more information in scenes than you expect. So here's the question. This person's got a hammer. He's hammering in the morning. He's also hammering in the evening. All over this land. This person is cutting some wood. Ooh. They're in the lazarette. Look, we know that these people are the carpenter and carpenter's mate. We know this. But which one is which? I want to... This person, 3 memories. But is he hammering Peter, Paul, and Mary? Well, he's hammering about the love between the sisters and his brothers all over this land, which is super rude because people sometimes just want to go to sleep, you know? All right, look, this is really good information, and all the rest of these people are not doing well. Who are you? Oh, hey! Okay, hold on. We can identify this person. Also, there's a cow carcass there. Okay, so this is... Yes. This is our, where is he? The artist, Edward Spratt. Right? So we got our artist. So he's just calling out incest rampant in his family. Is he a Habsburg? Yes. Yes, he is. So this is our artist. Good on you. Nice to see you. Who are you? Ooh, hello. Are you our cook? I just feel like we have all this information right now, but we don't have everything I want. Look, you, I think, are our butcher. This is my feeling about you. I'm just... because he looks like a butcher to me. Plus, I think I saw him earlier. So this person is we're gonna call this person our butcher, and I want you to know it. Emil Farrell, you're a butcher. You're our artist. You are, could be any number of things. All the rest of y'all are like people. I wish I could ask them. But you know what I can do? I have an idea. Maybe I'm not supposed to do this, but what I could do is look at this person and look at their memories. And then if I do that, right? Oops. The ship. If we do this, we might be able to find out something more about them. So this person is here in the loose cargo, and they end up here. Loose cargo, they move from here to here. This person also is up here with these unholy captives to there. The bosun's store. We're here right now. This is the carpenter shop. Dear corpse, are you a person? I know, I feel like they should just tell me things. Bitter cold. Bitter cold. Bitter cold. Oh, hello. Soldiers of the sea. So they seem to, the doom. So they kind of last a long time, this person. No necromancy in this game, just minor time magic. Yeah, that's all. So there was a lot going on here. This person is alive for a long time, interestingly enough. I don't think that I can say yet who they are. We're going to have to come back to them. But I just want you to know that I do have a sense that I know who these people are. So here's my thing. We're gonna do this. We're gonna press the button. That's because this is old World of Darkness, and death isn't a sphere of magic. That's... Oh, hello. Oh, hi. Are you gonna fall down the stairs and hurt yourself? Oh, hey. Yeah, yes. I think the answer is yes. Look, there's a thing that we have to figure out. Like, there was a big, huge clue there. And, I want this clue because we've got a Paul. Like, there are people that we know. We just have to figure out who they are. Did you break your back in a gross way? Oh, Kulan, go to sleep. Go to sleep. Wait.
Give him the tea and I can fry us a solid meal, boys.
Take it it slow.
One sec, gentlemen. There's a free shell here. Let's have a look.
No, get back.
Yeah, Levi, his spine does seem to twist more than it seems advisable. I've been thinking very serious about having my Christmas present be a Mage 20th anniversary book. Ooh, that would be fun. But I could also send my Christmas money and have more money for emergencies too. Wait a minute. Let's have a discussion for a moment, shall we? What is this? What is this that they're bringing onto the ship? This seems to be questionable. Like, I don't want to be rude. No, not you. I think that might be our cook. Yes. And I think it turns out very poorly for our cook. Oh, what in the world is like some kind, it's like, yeah. So this is our cook. Feeling good about that. Thomas Sefton, who was clawed by a terrible beast, or maybe spiked or struck by a tail? Does that seem right to you? Is that how you would interpret that? Let's see. I mean, it looks, sorry, excuse me. I'm not, will you excuse me? I need to get a better look at this. It looks like some kind of giant shrimp spiked him in the head? Does that, well, lake lobsters, land lobsters, I actually feel like I think you're right. I do think they are rock lobsters. But weird spiky ones. And like, he's clearly, we're gonna go with, I think what we did was right. Rock lobster? Whoop, whoop. So, are you worried about any? Like, I feel like we're getting some information, but I feel like there's more that we do not yet have. Like, who are you people? And who are you? I feel like we should be able to get something from their uniforms. Did LCB cover rock? Ooh. Fred has such a versatile voice and I hate him from envy. Fred, you know, I love Fred. I love Fred so much. This person is important and I need to know who that person is. They're clearly in charge of things in certain ways. So, who are you people? Like, there's just a lot of people that I feel like we have some information on, but not enough. And also, I'm gonna go upstairs. What are these people doing? Do you know what I mean? Like, what is wrong with them? What kinds of, hello, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get in your way. I have questions. I have a lot of questions. Like, what is that? Oh, hey. Oh. That looks like just a regular goat. So, what is this? I feel like that's our doctor again. Like, I don't... Yeah. The answer is, I have answers. Let's see if they match. Answer, bison. Like, what happened here? Who spiked you? Who did the... All right, yeah, I noticed the bodies. We do need to go back with Paul because there's information there that we need to figure out, but I just have a really bad feeling about this entire boat trip. I feel like bad things are happening. maybe, you know, maybe I'm reading too much into it. Maybe it's fine. I mean, maybe do lots of people on the ocean get spiked by? Maybe that's natural. Again, we've got to go back to Paul.
What the hell is going on? What do you know about these things? About the chest and your dead friends?
这是虾米？未来的全部讲出来，拢是恁害啦！迄个害人较对人无顾好，是谁人冤死的啊？He talk about the shell, very dangerous.
Shell? What shell?
Hold on. Okay, hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. So we have got all sorts of problems right now. Hey, Manglepork, guess who was a derp and forgot about this room again? Okay, Manglepork, I'm gonna tell you some things. While you were gone, it looks like bad things are happening on the ship, is what I'm trying to tell you. I feel like you could not have guessed that, but hello, hello, MMK Star. Fun fact, just now, I knew Fred's name, but I couldn't remember his band's name. I've since reminded myself through magic of Google. Fred, Kate Pearson, Cindy Wilson, Fred, no, I wasn't ready. Oh. Hello, you two. So we've got a little bit of a mystery here because hello, Origami Shuriken. Origami Shuriken, how are you? And also, I think you're amazing. His name is not Fred. Fred, it's like Mario. Fred Schneider. Fred Schneider, Cindy Wilson, Kate Pearson. Keith is the guitar player. Keith. And Ricky Wilson was the brother who died of AIDS, who was the drummer. Keith. Lift this out and take it below, says someone. What the hell's going on? What do you know about these things? These things. About the chest and your dead friends. About the chest and your dead friends. What are these monsters? Where are they from? You must tell us everything. This is your fault. The shell must be protected. We will all die. You talk about a shell, very dangerous. Shell, what shell? Well, that's a mystery. This is bad. So, all right. I want to pop out and look at them. Oh, Ricky was guitar. Yes, you're right. And Keith was drums until Ricky died. So, let's have this conversation. Here's our captain who's having this conversation, right? Okay. You're amazing. Listen in while I do some game. Strickland, thank you. I was like, Keith. I knew it was like a strut, but I couldn't get it. I thought it was gonna be like Keith. I wasn't gonna say Strickland. It was gonna be something close to that. So, it looks like they're getting hit. Spikes are shooting out of this. Okay, hold on. Look, I feel like there's a bit of a mystery. We got to work it out. So there's a chest. Who's over here? So there's some sort of large special chest and some sort of shell we have to worry about. There are a bunch of people. Oh no, this looks bad. This looks very bad. I think that is. Oh. Okay, so we have some important people who seem kind of dead right now, including like the important people, like the Formosan royalty, perhaps. Oh, okay. Well, so that's bad. I think this is our surgeon. Oh no. One of our officers. Yeah, this. I was going to say Keith Olbermann. That was exactly what I was going to say. I was going to say Keith. I think I was going to say Stewart. Okay, so they were talking to these two people, right? And it looks like both of these people get hit by a spike from this thing, which is the large shrimp, I suppose, that they find. I don't know where they get it. It gets spiked by monsters. I feel like this is bad. Yeah. Okay, so we don't have any identification for these people, but we know who they are. But so this person is one of the Formosans, and they're, I suppose, the dead royals. They must have told the queen they want to take a step back from the family pursuit. So this is what happens. I think spiked by a terrible beast. Hey now, how goes the 5D clue? I'm just saying. Saw a parody headline that Queen Elizabeth to leave the royal family. So this is one of our people. This person is also spiked. We're going with spiked. We're going with spiked by a terrible beast. And yeah. I feel like bad things are happening. And we're gonna, like, I feel really uncomfortable with these dead bodies. Like, it looks really bad. We're gonna have to get back. We're gonna have to get back to this one earlier bit, because there's stuff we didn't really process in that one scene of the crime. But we'll get there. Unholy captives. What does that mean? I love watching different people's play style. It always so unique and different from my own. And my play style, I think I could really call that distracted would be. I wish I could play this game again for the first time. I mean, it's really amazing. I also need to go back and find out about Philip, but hello, are you gonna see how this game likes to psych me out? Look, what are you doing? Do you think this is their spirit that's wandering or something? We have to go and find Philip. Demon shrimp, like real demon shrimp, not just really spicy shrimp. Yes.
Ahoy! Wait! Don't shoot! I have treasure! I yield!
Wait. Oh, wait, what? Oh, hold on. Something is bad? Wait, hold on. First off, this does not look like a giant shrimp. It looks like a mermaid? What? Okay, Foxhole. I need a comic booky woman's name, Stan Lee style, so it needs to be alliterative. Yes. Stacey Stewart from Levi's a good one. Margot Martindale could be one. Demon shrimp, yeah, like I feel like this is maybe not a shrimp, but a mermaid. Plus also some sort of creepy treasure. This looks like one of the dead guards. And a mermaid. Who are you? I wasn't done. Missed the end of your stream, Esteni. Power went out for my whole city. Oh. Cat Carlton. Ooh, origami. That's a good one. Cat Carlton. Rebecca Roundhouse. I like Cat Carlton. I take back every time I said humans are bad at names. The Calling. So there's clearly something about the Formosans. Who is this? How did they die? I think this person was shot. If those are mermaids, Disney lied. I think Disney did lie to you about mermaids. Shot with a gun by an unknown attacker. We'll get there. So, ahoy, they're back. Okay, okay, get the captain. Ahoy, recover the boats. Wait, don't shoot. I have treasure. I yield. Hold your fire, but then somebody didn't actually hold their fire. Zelda Zinger, Meg Mayflower, Drummer Boy. In many legends, mermaids do in fact eat people, though we call those mermaids sirens a lot. So mermaids if you like them, sirens if you don't. I feel like I'm learning. Okay, so this person here, what are you? So where were they? Also, there's another boat. Oh my gosh. Hey, hold on. This is our Formosan royalty. She's on this boat. As is another mermaid and another mermaid. And this mermaid has maybe 6 breasts? Okay, so I don't know where they were. Sirens are more likely to be singers. Mermaids aren't necessarily. Doesn't this seem really bad to you? Okay, this is the person who shot. Who are you? Oh! Ooh! Hey! Hey! This is some drama. I think they might be part catfish. People, look at this. They're shot by this guy. Ooh. I am kind of, this is interesting because we know now that this guy, who we don't know who it is, an important person, was shot by one of the bodyguards, presumably because they did not want the treasure brought back on board. I am very interested in this. Who are you? Okay. Hello, Triple M Magic Myth Mayhem. So look, we've got a new part of the mystery, but weren't these people on the ship from the beginning? So why were they off the ship? Were they picking up things? Why is this happening? We're off the Canary Islands. I am just walking around on the sea. The plot's so thick you can eat it with a fork. Ooh. Mango Pork, are you trying to tell me that the plot is chili? Hello, my friend. Let's find out about you. I have many questions, and there's a clue that we have not yet really uncovered that will give us a lot of information that we've not been able to, like, you know, finish. Oh, it's 8. Oh, thank you, Krellin. They did leave with the lifeboats. Chili or one-day-old gravy. I don't know if one-day-old gravy is really like the way you want to go there. So then they brought the bodies up and also all these mermaids. Oh, he's dying. Miss Lim. I'm taking notes. Okay. Why are they dragging these mermaids onto the boat? Did they kill the mermaids? Also, what happened to him? Oh, look, the thing is open. That's probably bad. I feel like, look, I don't mean to be rude, but I think a lot of bad ideas were happening. Like, a lot of bad ideas. Maybe he did have his face melted by the Ark of the Covenant? I mean, Mermaids don't belong in boats. Pretend there is a clap emote between each word. Yes. So, by the way, yeah, we know who you are. I don't think this is going to help us just yet. We have a giveaway, by the way. And our giveaway... Yeah. Yeah, so the thing is, how did you die? Were you burned by the weird, creepy... Is that... Bad decision with Obra Dinn? More likely than you think. Maybe. So, like, they were either burned or... burned to death. I mean, they don't really look like they were burned to death to me. It's, I mean, I suppose I could say burned to death, but that doesn't feel right. Or your bird. No, mermaids do not belong in your boudoir either. So look, I don't look. Does that feel to you like burned to death? Because it looks like there is some sort of fire on this person's arm, but they seem to be already not in a great way. No, Brad, no. I don't know. How do you feel about this? We'll put burned provisionally, but I don't know if I buy it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I buy burned. Hello, Miss Slim. I don't know if I buy it. I am... sorry for the delay on that joke. My brain refused to spell boudoir in a way that anyone could understand it. It's fair. It is fair. I sometimes... oh! Krellin, also other people. Yeah, I'm going to put down burn for now, although I just don't think it's right. I think it's questionable. Boudoir. It's a boudoir! I was thinking, by the way, have any of you ever had this situation where you can't spell your own name? You go to write your name and you're like, wait, how do I spell my name? And you can't remember. Like, in that, like, it doesn't last long, but like there's like 2 seconds where you don't remember how to spell your own name. StarCraft. Boudoir. Wait. Oh, hold on. What is this? Okay. So, this... Okay. Hold on. This is, the treasure. This is our main guy who reaches into the treasure chest, and whatever this is not a good idea. I've had that with writing words on my name. Yeah, sometimes I just like stupid words, like when you forget the word the. You know what I mean? I'm officially dyslexic. I misspell everything. No, I'm not talking about misspelling. I'm talking about not even remembering how to spell it in the first place. Okay, hold on. This person, by the way, is speared. No. I just want to talk about how they died. Ooh, are you not gonna... Come on. Try anyway. I don't know about that. But I know how this person gets speared. Oh, yes. I am doing a giveaway. Thank you, Krellin. Hello, Weird Vectors. Of those moments when you say a word too much and it stops... Yes, when you say a word too much and you're like, I don't know what this word is anymore. It's hard to say with the graphics. Could the chest be filled with wasps? I'm unofficially dyslexic, but I have bees! I'm covered in bees! Mango pork, I should have guessed that you like Eddie Izzard, because Eddie Izzard is amazing. So we have a giveaway. Give me a second. Let me come over to chat. Hold on. I have to come here and get to the space where I can sort of pop out, because I cannot pop out from here. This person here is also spiked. Oh, that could be a knife, actually. That could be a knife. But I actually am not quite certain how she dies. Show me someone that doesn't like Eddie Izzard, and I'll show you a monster. That's actually fair. When looking at words too long, words that don't work right anymore. Hello, how are you? How many marathons did he run back to back? It was like, yeah, no, yeah, all for charity. It was like, so she is Miss Lim. So we can identify her. She is Bunlan Lim. But I don't know how we would interpret what happened to her. It does not seem clear to me what happened to her. I'd have to see her body again. Once we get out, by the way, just say something in the next 5 minutes, and then you will be eligible for our giveaway. So these monsters are killed. It looks to me like they're all attacked by these mermaids? I mean, I don't technically see her being spiked, but that's what it looks like. Oh, Ambar Garwin, what is the giveaway? The giveaway is a multiplayer stealth game called Mermaids Have an Interesting Idea of Girls Night Out. It involves going out and murdering people. I wonder if I can quit out of the game here. Let me see. Without it let me quit to title, because I cannot actually do anything at all unless I am out. Sniper Elite 3, which is a multiplayer stealth game, is our giveaway. And I want to give it to someone because that is a thing that makes me happy in my life. And so we're going to find out who the winner is. Now, I think I have a guess. My guess is that Nightbot is going to give it to Krellin because Krellin does not like multiplayer games, and I feel like it's just like Nightbot to troll Krellin that way. There's a fun visual mistake in this body finding scene. Ooh, maybe Claude. Once you switch the body to glowing, you can see the glow from under the boat. Oh, yeah, no, I did see that. Hey, who's our winner, everybody? I want to know. I want to know the winner. I want you to show me. I want to know who got clawed by a siren mermaid. Don't judge me. She's a man-eater. Wait, you mean women's night outs don't always involve picking up semen and eating their hearts out? Maybe a little. Don't tell secrets. Oh, here she comes. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. Oh, here she comes. She's a siren, also a mermaid, and also a man-eater. She's all of those things. Who's our winner? Ambara Garwin, my buddy. Congrats. Also, Ambara Garwin, I need to tell you something. Actually, I need to tell everybody something, but specifically Ambara Garwin because of what happened last time. Ambara Garwin, I'm going to whisper you sweet nothings, but they're not actually sweet nothings. They're actually somethings. They are. I'm gonna whisper you the code for our giveaway. I'm very exciting. I mean, since I'm sharing brains with Ambar Garwin and Drummer Boy today, Ambar is winning the same thing as me. Yes, which again means that our Nightbot is still up to their old tricks. Ambar Garwin, I will be sending you right now, at this moment, the code for Sniper Elite 3, a multiplayer. Boom, done. Yes, okay. Nightbot is Nightbot's part of the hive mind. So, again, I could identify her, but it's a little bit unclear to me exactly how she died, because, like, we just see her body. We don't see her in this moment of death, if you know what I mean. But we do see, I mean, everybody else is getting spiked, is what I'm trying to tell you. Like, this person is getting spiked. mermaid. There's a mermaid right behind her. She died of being on board the Obra Dinn. Biggest cause of death. That's true, actually. That's true. We don't see anything. Switch scenes. Fair. Because she could be all... Because like, there's like right there. Let's press the button. Maybe we can learn some more things. Hello, body. I feel...
You're still breathing?
Oh, Hagen.
On your own. Nichols, sir, shoot them for God's sake.
Okay, also, what were they doing? Why are you two wrestling? And why are you here? Hello, can you tell me something about like where you're from? No? All right, well, that's fair. So we have this fight going on. And then what do you have, like, just... Wait. Oh! Sorry. Thank you. Yes, here we are. Thank you. I fixed it. You're right. Sorry. I fixed it. OBS. The twist is that you killed everyone in this elaborate, it's just an elaborate mystery to cover you. Wait. Oh, is she bit? Magic with mayhem. Oh, see what happened, Krellin, is I said switch scenes, but just saying it out loud doesn't actually switch the scenes. You actually have to press the buttons, you know? Like, you just have to actually press the buttons rather than, like, just thinking switch scenes doesn't actually do it. That's all. Oh, Lupin 3! Somersault hugs! Hey. Thank you for the hugs. That's the best. When you somersault, I get the hug, and then I roll backwards, and then I like fling you into the air, and then you do like a triple somersault, and then you land in like a superhero thing, and then it's like super cool because we're like acrobats. Skynet won't do it. I know. I'm just waiting for Skynet to fix it all. Oh, speaking of which, I feel like there's a thing you can do in order to... I feel like there's a thing you can do in order to... I feel like there's a thing you can do in order to have your Stream Deck send out a tweet. And I should figure out what to do. Oh, see, Ambara Garwin, here's the problem. In order to re-roll, because once this game is up, I cannot use my cursor at all, because this game takes over the mouse and it will not leave the screen. So I cannot actually re-roll without quitting out of the game. So Ambara Garwin, I think you just have to have this game. I think it's a thing that you have to do. It is... that's a thing. I'm just saying. Yeah. So we have somebody, can you row? Oh. Shoot them. We've got Nichols. Shooter player. I'm gonna twist your arm. I still need to figure out what's... Okay, so this is... I feel like I'm on drugs. Not me personally, but this person. Bentham's Let's Play of this was super fun. I want to know. Okay, so here is a person. This person. So, what did I want to tell you? I want to tell you, okay, so this person, hold on. Okay, wait. So this person right here, we've got, all right, let's note, we have 4 crew type people. And it looks to me like she is being eaten. Miss Lim is being eaten. So she is. Do we haven't eaten by by a beast? Yeah. So did they try to bring the cursed object on the ship before or after the Kraken? Because if it's after, then I have many questions. I would like to speak to the manager. I think it's before, and I think it makes everything go bad. So we have a Nichols and an O'Hagan in this situation. And unknown, shot unknown, unknown. We have a Nichols and O'Hagan and someone else, right? So O'Hagan, are you still breathing? Can you row? Nichols, sir, shoot them for God's sake. Nichols and O'Hagan, buddy cop duo. Why didn't they just shoot an albatross instead? It seems to be... All right, so Nichols and O'Hagan, can you row? Nichols, sir, shoot for them for God's sake. And then he gets attacked, right? Not you. What is happening to you? Oh, you've got maybe... Are you a person with a gun? There are a lot of people here hiding. Look, Nichols, sir, shoot them. This person must be Nichols, is what I'm thinking, because they're hiding. So second mate, right? This is Edward Nichols. Yeah, we should. Embargarn asks, whose bright idea was it to have lifeboats without cannons? I agree. So this is probably Edward Nichols, because they say Nichols, sir, right? You should shoot, but he's totally incompetent. And then somebody asks, Hagen, can you row? Are you breathing? O'Hagan, are you still breathing? This is the person speaking. So this person is neither O'Hagan nor Nichols. But this person is... Oh! The name game. Come on, everybody. I said, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F. On M will appear. And then I say bow at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fanta, and foe. And then I say the name again with an F, very plain, then a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. Crit twitch, crit twitch, bow, bitch twitch, banana, fanta, fo, fit twitch, fee, fi, mo, mit twitch. Crit twitch, and I got the double T, welcome in, Crit Twitch. I'm so happy to have you here, and I just want to sort of point out that I got the double T, and I'm proud of myself, so... Are you breathing again? You still roll a very different statuses, Embargarwin. This is fair. Dance more like a wheel, but you know, I got it. I don't care if you're breathing. If you don't row, we only go in circles. Also fair. If you're white, you're allowed to be bad at dancing. Right. Oh, and Embargarwin, I was going to tell you something. Oh my gosh. I forgot, but I remember. Guess what, Embar? Also, everybody else can also still listen to what I'm about to say, because it's not like it's only for Embargarwin, but I'm going to say it. Bit twitch is a risky mouth noise. It is. I'm very careful when I say bit twitch, because I want to get that right and not wrong, because I don't want to be banned off of Twitch. Embargarwin, I'm going to be GMing Clockwork Dominion at Gen Con again this year. So that is what I'm going to say. I just contacted my buddy, and I said, hey, do you need me to GM Clockwork Dominion at Gen Con this year? And she said, yes, if you would. And I said, sure. And so I think I'll be doing 3 games of Clockwork Dominion at Gen Con this year. Speaking of which, I want to run Clockwork Dominion on stream, and I'm pondering it. There are things there are things. So, I'm just going to say. So this person, how did they die? They were attacked. Right? They were attacked. Clubbed, crushed, drowned. So I'm excited about this. Also, I want to run, like maybe a little short, maybe like an 8-episode, 10-episode thing, like a short. I want to run Clockwork Dominion in the fall, is what I want to do. And I'm thinking about running it, not on my channel, but on someone else's channel, because coolness. 40 episodes. Well, this person is attacked, though, by... Because look at this. This person right here, they're being attacked, right? They're in a struggle with this main person. This person here is not doing well. I just want... This person is also not near any row. So who's speaking? Who is speaking? This person is speaking, right? And they're like, hey, O'Hagan, are you okay? Can you row? I assume they're talking to this person. It seems. Seems fine. But they could be talking about this person who's actually... Well, this person doesn't look dead. But, I mean, I'm just telling you this is bad. See, I think this person's O'Hagan. And this person is not doing well, is I think the best way to put it. Eaten by Mermaids is good. I feel like Eaten by Mermaids is less good. So, okay, so here this person is O'Hagan. We need an O'Hagan. And come on, give me an O'Hagan. Patrick O'Hagan. Sure. I'm pretty sure. I think. Got to go to the store to buy some cooking ingredients for dinner. Stream should be over by the time I'm done. So have to find. Oh, MMK Star. Before you go, what are you going to eat for dinner? I would be very interested in. That's all. I want to know. So I think this is O'Hagan right here. I think they're kind of leading us around the boat. Because I want to know what you're going to have dinner. I'm going to have a salad. Bang. I think you want to know what if it's fajitas. No, that's embargo. I don't want to know that. So you, my friend, are also like this is oh. So they got the chest. I'm gonna do smash burger tonight because screw the winner. I want a burger. I want to know if you really love me. I thought you want to know what love is. Oh. So, people are stabbed? Is this person... Oh, hey, wait. Wait. Why is this person tied up? Why is this person tied up? Why is our Formosan royalty... Why are they tied... Why is this person tied up? This is very suspicious to me. Something... Is she also tied up? Okay, something... Oh. So they don't... Water and salad so healthy. I mean, it's going to be a good salad. And it's not like I have... Wait, is that Russian? That looks... So we've got some Russian. Something Russian. Keep rowing. There they are here. Bang the chest. Where is it? There. Something there. I see it. Give us a weapon. Listen, stay down. Pick up the oars and row, you fools. One of our Russians is over here. And Bryce, oh, actually, I do have a donut that I'm also going to eat, so please, I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna also eat. So, here's the thing. I think we're talking about this person right here. Is this, no, not you. Yes, is this, yes. So this person is hit with a spear. And I feel like I can say that. You are speared by a beast. Oh. Keto salad, 4 types of meat and butter as dressing. Oh. Hey. We got 3 more. Butter dressing sounds good. So, how do we... I would like to know which ones we got right and which ones we didn't. Because I forgot. Because I was distracted. So if we do crew, right? That'll tell us? Is that right? Okay, so this is not finished, not finished. Oh, so that is not correct. So she was not eaten by a beast, but it looked like she was eaten by a beast. I mean, I don't know. Did it not look like that to you? Hold on. So she was not eaten by a beast, but we saw the beast like nom on her. Oh, maybe clawed by a beast? Yeah, I mean, he looked like he was burned. Let's try clawed. Let's try clawed by a terrible beast. Right? Let's try that. I feel like that could be good. So I think the only one that's not currently filled in, so this one is shot unknown, not done yet. These are sort of unknown fates. Also unknown fate. I feel like we're gonna go with clawed. We don't know who. So I think we're as good as we are at the moment. Coffee with raw eggs, butter, and coconut oil is a real keto thing. That's true. People will do that because you have to get you've got to get high fat content. It's true. We'll go with Claude. But there are more people here that we can totally get. So, for example, we know. Come here. So he's stabbed. We're gonna call her Claude. You are Nichols, second mate. I want to know why they're I just want to know why they're captives. Do you know? Like, I have some questions about this. You, my friend, are also being clawed by... I don't know who you are, but I know you're clawed to death. People need to work on me for a second. All right. You are a person we still need to work out who you are. And we do know who you are. The name game. Come on, everybody. I said, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B on F. On M will appear. And then I say bo at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fanta, and foe. And then I say the name again with an F, very plain, then a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. Atomica, 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 bopatomica, banana, fanta, fo, fatomica, fee, fi, mo, matomica. Atomica. Welcome in. Hello, friend. Or drowned. Yeah, that's the part I don't get. And raw eggs and coffee is a no way thing since it ruins both the egg and the coffee. Yeah, and he is Beng. So we know that he might not have been burned though because we haven't actually identified him yet. So we do know who he is though. We don't know if burned is correct. That may not be correct. Like that could be incorrect. But we now have some info. Welcome back in. There's a lot of bad stuff happening right now on this. We're on away boats. Like they have these away boats, and we're trying to it looks like okay. So it's kind of tricky. We're near some islands. For some reason, the two Formosan royalty are tied up, and they're in these boats, and there's this special chest that has got the Ark of the Covenant inside, which they seem to have gone to go get it, but while they're out there, these kind of siren mermaid things are trying to kill them. So it's awkward, is what I'm trying to say. And I don't know. Yes, it... Oh. No. Irish. Okay. Oh, wait. Somebody there can speak their language. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. We're looking at that there is some sort of escape, but not in a good way. It seems like people on this ship captured them, took them as hostages perhaps, and also took the chest of treasure. So, that's a thing. This person, yeah, they stole, and they so somebody here actually, so no, I wasn't finished. So they did some bad things, is what I'm trying to say. So this person's like, keep the course due east. Oh, they say straight. Oh, this person. All right, well, okay. The game will decide when you're finished. So we have somebody out here, I, sir. Checked and loaded him myself. This is a good... So somebody here is Scottish? One of these people. But the thing is, I don't know this person's name. Oh, Hagen. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Falcom. So I don't think we've identified everybody, but we kind of get a sense of some badness here. Hello, how are you? This person was speared. This person was speared by a beast. Right, that happened. But this person was not O'Hagan. And I think we already identified O'Hagan. But there are some people that we can't yet identify. Oh, no, wait. I think one of these is the Russian guy. Right? Because remember how one of these people here is Russian. One of these people is one of the Russians. So you are like your third. This is our second mate, Edward Nichols, who tried to escape. This is... Oh. Really? We don't know who you are? Really? Weird. This is Patrick O'Hagan, who was speared by a beast. There's Miss Lim. You are this person who we don't know, but you're not one of the Russians. You might be one of the Russians, because we have a Russian in here. Just for the record. Yeah. Do we have everything we need that we can get from here right now? I suppose yes. There's a Russian in there. I just want to say that. There's a Russian. Oh, so that means there are two people who did not die. Disappearances. Who was this and what fate befell them? Who was this and what fate befell them? Are you sure? Are you sure that Russians exist? I don't even know if that's true. Okay, one of them is a Russian, though. So, hi, we're on the Obra Dinn. Can someone give me a time check? I just am curious. Do Russians love their children, too? I mean, I have a lot of questions. 8:40, thank you. So I want to go back. Look, there's more to do here, right? I also think we didn't figure out that one body because there are flies on it. But I think that if there are flies, that means we haven't investigated it yet, is my thought. But I am curious, like, I don't think we've finished this one. Oh, this is our leg. This is the one we wanted to look at, I think. Australia is a lie. You know, there's a town in Germany that people think is not real.
What madness is this? 20 years my steward had never a doubt on your sanity. Explain yourself.
Those ungodly beasts carry a curse! Throw them back or doom us all!
Tie him up and put him in the lazarette with those things. He may yet find his senses.
Come on.
All's fine, John.
Okay.
Worse spots, I think.
Okay.
Here's the rest of his leg.
Okay, I got a thought. So the person that was speaking Swedish is this person here. Who, this is our Swede. So I got this. This is Philip Dahl, the Captain Steward? Is that right? There was a cute Russian woman in one of my classes back in the community college. So either Russians exist or someone had an actor to mess with for no good. I mean, oops. I think that's what that said, right? Keep pressure, hold him down. What matters is 20 years, my steward, and I never doubt on your sanity. Explain yourself. Those ungodly beasts carry a curse. Throw them back or doom us all. Tie him up and put him in the lazarette with those things. He may yet find his senses. Come on. Eridar, you fools. All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think. Where's the rest of his leg? So we actually don't know what happened to this guy. This guy seems to be just like a ship's hand of some sort. Here's our captain. This person lost a leg. How? Why? I don't rightly know. Oh. How did they die? Well, cannibalism? Bled to death? Unclear. It's unclear. All the answers are cannibalism by the captain. Torn apart? I assume by one of the beasts, but it's unclear. I mean, we don't really know. Actually, we don't really know. It's unknown. It is unknown. I don't know. But did we get the John? Did we? Keep pressure here, says the doctor. Hold him down. What madness? Hold him down. What madness is this? 20 years, that's the captain speaking. 20 years, my steward, and never a doubt on your sanity. Explain yourself. Those only gods carry a curse. Throw them back or doom us all. That makes sense. Tie him up and put him in the lazarette with those things. He may yet find his senses. Come on, says the person speaking. You fools. All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think. Where's the rest of his leg? I think... So who is John? Oh. No. Hold on. We have 2 Johns, right? So probably the doctor is... I have a lot of faith in cannibalism. I think that cannibalism is really misunderstood. So hold him down. So our John is one of these 2 people, right? Keep pressure here. Hold him down. Ungodly beast. Tie him up. Yeah. All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think. Where's the rest of his leg? So our doctor, who's this one here, is talking to one of these 2 people, one of whom is John. And we had 2 Johns? We had 2 Johns. And they were... I feel like we have John Davies, 4th mate from England. And then we have John... Oh, I think we can work this out. And then we have John Naples, a seaman from Wales. And I feel like there's a way to figure this out that is... This is part 4, right? Unholy captives. John Yang, not an actual candidate for president, but CNN thinks he is. Oh. Soldiers of the Sea. We've got some electrocution. When was that whole thing that we had? This guy here. Make for the lazarette. Spiked by a terrible beast. So he dies in the port walk. And this guy dies on the cargo deck. Well, but he's not John. One of these 2 people is John. I think it's this guy. If this guy is John, then he's the I think it would be odd for a randomo. Yeah, I don't. Krellin. Everyone is John. Plot twist. They're both John. Well, heck. Well, heck is what I gotta say. But speaking of which, since we're here, can we get to the lazarette and see what kind of creepiness they're talking about? I mean, we identified some more people. I feel good about that. I do feel like we are missing something. So that's a thing to ponder. Can I get by you? Can I get by you? Will you get just can you just they're not moving. It's rude. It's rude. And then a bunch of people sort of looky-looing, including our butcher and probably cook. And people oh, this is the okay, this is them bringing in the... Hi. I already looked at you. I just want to escape. 850, thank you. Thank you, Krellin. I feel like a lot of bad choices were made on this ship. Is that being judgmental? Because I feel like a lot of bad choices were made on this ship. I mean, I also feel like there's a little bit more information that we don't yet, maybe we just can't yet make head nor tails of it. But we haven't solved that, a problem like Maria. How do you solve a problem like Maria? Oh, do you feel bad for all these people? Because I do. How do you solve a problem like Maria? You send her to boarding school. Hi. How are you? Apparently not well. Oh, well, so this is my thought. Solve a gang war. That's how you solve a problem like Maria. I think that's fair. So this person, who we don't yet know who they are, but we do know how they die. I bet she did. She did. It's true. It's true. There's a gang war and everything. Look, I think we have a sense of this person in certain ways, but we don't have all the information we need. Oh, he's our, oh, you know who I think this guy is? I think this guy's either one of our carpenters. This guy is, oh, that looks really bad. This guy is one of our American carpenters, as it turns out. So, we know that, and who are you? Ooh. We know something. We know that this is either the carpenter or the carpenter's mate, but we... Yes. This person was stabbed by the monster. I mean, struck, strangled. How would you interpret that? I mean, look at this. I'm seeing lots of spikes. It doesn't really look like strangulation to me. That looks sort of, I realize we're having quite the conversation. Could be clawed, wrecked. I feel like wrecked is probably really good. Zed's dead. We're gonna go with spiked by a terrible beast. And this person is either the Winston Smith or Marcus Gibbs. Wrecked by a giant enemy crab. Wrecked. This person is one of those two people. That's it. I don't know which one yet, but one of them. And I think this is their other American friend, but I don't yet know. Which one is which is a little unfortunate. But I know who it is. I know it's one of two people. Like, I know this. Enemy crabs, isn't that like a video game? Big claw. Canary Islands. Hi. Okay, look, I do have a question. I just am wondering, why are they keeping the bodies of these things on deck? Why are they doing that? This seems like a bad idea. I don't think it's... So does your company know you're an Etherite with a time-traveling pocket watch? Or are you going to end up getting fired for spending your portfolio on eaten, stabbed, and mutilated by monsters? That's a good question. I also feel like there's a body right here. Did we see this one? Yeah, we did see this one. We did. This is one of our many... Yeah. Oh. Hello. So... Awkward. So awkward. I feel like, there's a lot of information to be had that we do not yet have. Crushed. I crushed it. Crushed it. I have... Hey, I have a question for you. He looks black to you, doesn't he? Because if he does... Because he does to me. Because if he does... Well, we still can't identify him. Look, we're getting out of here. We're getting out of here. I feel like... Yeah, he does to me, right? Which means he's... probably not Formosan. So there's information that we do not yet have. And I would like to have it, but I don't have it. We need to get out of here. Probably. I have, gotta get out of here, corpse, you bother me. Why I oughta... You ever, I don't know. I want to figure out something about our carpenters. Like, this is our carpenter space, right? This is where our carpenters live. Well, where they worked. And the question is, how do you know which one was the lead and which one was the mate? I can't tell as of yet. And that makes me a little sad. But I think we've done really well. We've got another 3, which I feel like is... oh, this poor ship, man. This ship is not... It's bad. It's really bad. We're gonna look at this person's body again. Yeah, I mean, it's just... Yeah, I think he was stabbed and then shot. I just think this guy had a really bad day. Hold on, hold on. Wait a minute. Is this that same guy? This is the same guy who was one of the mutineers. Yeah, this guy has had a really hard life. But I also think that he actually maybe might have been shot in the end. It's a little unclear to me. So he had a hard life. I mean, he was a mutineer. There were mermaids, but not the nice kind, more like the death kind. And there's a lot of dead people. You know, Krellin, it was a hard knock life for him. Instead of kisses, he got kicks. Instead of sweets, he got spears in the face and also shot. And it's not good for any of them. Let's go upstairs. I feel like we are missing some things. And like, that looks like a body, right? I'm just kind of... Oh.
Slack the lifts and lower the boats. The whole crew will be on us.
Oh. This is during one of the escapes. Who? Oh. They're trying to kidnap the peoples. Oh. Well, you were trying to stop them? Oh. Well, this is oh. Oh. People like there are some people who are not doing well. Who are you? Some sort of mutineer, clearly, in a bad way. Oh, it's 9. Oh, this is this guy. It's our sketchy guy. I want to just say that this person got shot, if we can. And see if that'll... Murder! Murder. Murder. Alright, Stab, Scatman John. Skibbity bebop bebop. This person on your toes was, how can you do this? Load her up. Best push her off. Let me go. Give her here, will ya? Captain. Slack the lifts and lower the boats. The whole crew will be on us. Give it up. So this person was shot. I mean, that's a true statement. With a gun by an attacker that I cannot yet name, but I might be able to when I do a little bit of looking. Oh, why are you bad people? Seriously, why are you bad people? Oh, hey, look. Animals. And who did the shooting? You. Who are you? Oh. Edward Nichols. Edward Nichols, I don't like you. Yeah, you were shot by Edward Nichols, the second mate. But I don't know who you are. And, that's really bad. So it's 9. We have done... Wait. Let me look at my crew manifest to see where we're at. How many people we are waiting to sort of get... yeah, that's the second mate, and he's not very nice, and I don't like him. So we have Bun Lan Lim, it's Beng Xia, and that's 2 that we feel like we might have fully identified. This person not fully done. So we need to get one more person fully identified to see if we have made the next set of connections. But I don't know. Look, I gotta tell you, I feel like these mutineers, like, I feel like these people aren't even mutineers, they're just kidnappers. And who are you? Oh, were you hit in the head? Oh. And what about you? Yeah, these are probably top men, to be honest, right? Because, oh. These are probably top men, but I can't say. Kidnappers and thieves, everyone. So I think actually this is where I should probably go. But let me tell you, wait, oh, okay. So here's the word. I'm Trooper SJP, and this is the Academic Foxhole. And I want to thank you for getting another sort of round of the Obra Dinn in. We got another 3 people cleared. I think next time, privateers, I think the next time we play, I might even be able to get 2 blocks of 3, because maybe. I mean, it's a little tricky because we have to figure out where to go from here. I mean, we're in a space. We'll have to figure it out. We have a twitchy clock. We might be able to find something. But let me tell you what's up. At 10 o'clock, I'm going to be hosting Critical Role if you want to watch it in the Foxhole, in our chat where we can chat nicely. On Saturday, I will be streaming The Outer Worlds, as you know, as you do. And that's this week. But next week, I'll be running Cthulhu Confidential. And I will also be doing a game on Straticus channel on the 25th. And I think we're going to start the Witcher RPG over on Grimjack really soon. Really soon. I think maybe the 20th. Maybe. What date's the 20th? Classes start on the 15th, which is a Wednesday. Plus 7 is 22. So that would make Wednesday the 22nd. We might be starting on the 22nd. Because I don't think we're starting on the 15th. I'm just saying, what I'm trying to tell you is, we might be starting The Witcher really soon. I'm not saying anything more than that, but I will tell you this. Do you want to know? Guess what I got? Guess what I have over there? I have a wig. I have a wig. Oh. So it might be the 22nd. Which Witcher? So I'm going to be playing in a Witcher campaign, and I have a wig. I have a wig that's right here. You probably can't see it, but that's because it's a surprise. But there's a wig right there. And I just got a brush for it so that I can brush it, because I don't have a brush because I don't have hair. But but I have a wig. I'm very excited about it. Can you use hairspray on your wig? I need to go and get styling product for my wig. Magic Mayhem, what's that on your head? A wig. I said, what's that on your head? A wig. Wig, 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 wig. Janie's got a wig. JT's got a wig. Fred's got a cheap toupee on. Sorry, look, Krellin started it with Rock Lobster. That's why the B-52s are on. It is, Levi, it is made out of cheap synthetic cheapiness. It is a cheap wig. It is not an expensive wig. It is a cheap wig, but I've got one. And I was like, can I buy a wig? Look, this wig is like $14. I have a wig. But look, I would say we have got 3 RPGs happening in January. Cthulhu Confidential, The Witcher, and then also this Straticus one-shot. And also probably another prep for Fate Resistance. So it's going to be like a good month of RPGs. That said, that's this week. I'm going to update my schedule, and I will see you all in an hour for I should put this down too. Hold on. You know what I'm doing? We're going to go here. I should put this on the escape. Quit to title, because I wanted to give you my socials, but I can't unless I'm out of the game. So here it is. So if you want, you can give me a follow, and that's up there if you want. Give a follow. And if I hit 750 or 1,000, one of those, I'm going to get a nice camera and do some stuff. Also, we have a Discord if you want to join the Discord. You're welcome. Links over there. Also, you can find me at Academic Foxhole on Twitter, where I tweet things. You can also find me at Trooper SJP on Twitter, which I took so that I had both. I don't really tweet on Trooper SJP that often, but you can find me there if you like. You can find me on Trooper SJP on YouTube, where I have the archive of all of this madness, and also Academic Foxhole on Patreon, and funds for that Patreon go for all of my RPG expenses. So for example, it's like it's a couple $100s. It's multiple $100s for the theme song for the French Resistance, and also there's money for the overlays and for the cast and all that. So if you want to go and support, you are welcome to. If you don't want to or you cannot, that is also fine. I have saved up money to pay for the show, so I think that will be fine. Krellin says, to be fair, you don't tweet with Academic Foxhole that much either. Krellin, this is true. I just am not. Before I go, I'm going to say this one thing. I'm not a huge tweeter. You know? I mean, I do tweet, but I was taught people are like, they're like, their tweet is their identity, and my tweet is not my identity. It's like a place where I'm like, I'm on Twitter, hanging out. Like, it's whatever. I don't Twitter, at least in regards to myself. I don't. So I'm going to go, but I will be back here. I'm going to get some dinner, but I'll be back here in 50 minutes for Critical Role if you want to watch it with me. And if you would like to, it would be lovely to have you. And you all are wonderful. I appreciate each one of you. And I will catch you on the flip side. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Bye, everybody. See ya.